9 years of dedicated service to our Federation and to our community. David's tenure at the Jewish Federation was marked by significant innovations that served to strengthen the organization and our community. The accomplishment of which David is most justifiably proud is the partnership he initiated with the Pittsburgh Jewish Community Foundation. From its inception, our Jewish Community Foundation has been housed within the Jewish Federation of Metro Detroit's foundation. While we were grateful for that relationship, which enabled us to offer this important service to our community's philanthropists, David, from his experience in Pittsburgh, knew that Pittsburgh would be able to provide more individual reporting and service to our donors. He and Finance Director Denise Bennett worked tirelessly with Pittsburgh Foundation Director Daniel Brandeis to create a model that has enabled our foundation to grow tremendously, doubling its assets by almost $3.5 million over the past 9 years. Having a strong foundation enables our communal organizations to build and grow endowments, ensuring strength and sustainability for future generations. This is indeed an important achievement for which we are all most appreciative. Other initiatives with which David has left his mark in our community include the Levine Fellows Program, which we just heard about, to nurture a new generation of leaders. David was instrumental in forming the Jewish Community Impact Fund grants, which allowed individuals and agencies to imagine and implement novel and creative programs and events which have enriched our community. And the aforementioned priority buckets, which allowed donors to the annual campaign to designate their pledges to reflect their particular communal concerns. David was an important voice for the community, providing weekly insights into the issues facing the Jewish world locally, in Israel, and across the globe, and representing us in the broader community. Most recently, during the bomb threats to our Jewish Community Center and those across the country, David was an eloquent spokesman on behalf of us in both local and national media. So at this point, I'd like to call David up. So the first thing we have for David is I would like to read a proclamation from Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, who, this reads, Honorable Debbie Dingell of the Michigan in the House of Representatives on May 24th, 2017, in recognition of David Shtulman for his work as Executive Director of the Jewish Federation of Greater Ann Arbor. And this is part of the official congressional record. So David, you get to stay up here. And now I would like to introduce Chris Mattis to read a letter from Senator Gary Peters.
Thank you, Neil. Good evening, everybody. It's really my pleasure to be here. I feel like I just met, because I did really just get to meet David, and all of a sudden he's leaving, and I hope it's something that I said. But honestly, really excited to be here. I'm sorry that my boss, Senator Peters, isn't able to be here. He's in D.C. But we've been really, as an office, been working to build our relationship, get to know the Jewish community, whether it's here at the Federation or through the JCC or the Jewish Family Services of Washtenaw County. And one of the first people that I was introduced to through a colleague of mine who used to work with Congresswoman Dingell's office was David. And I will say that from the moment I walked in, it was clear that David was not only a really large personality, but a really big heart. And I like to think that he projected a welcoming, thoughtful, I think was a word that was said, but projected a very welcoming community that was very interested in engaging and helping Senator Peters really do his job to not only represent the concerns, the needs, the hopes of the Jewish community here in Washtenaw County, but also support all the different businesses and groups that you're involved in. So with all that being said, I am afraid that the letter will pale in the sincerity and the excitement that I think it's meant to communicate, but it simply says, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on your 9 years of work with the Jewish Federation of Greater Ann Arbor. The Jewish community in Washtenaw County has no doubt benefited from your leadership and expertise. You have put in a lot of time and effort in developing strong community relations, not just here in Michigan, but all over the world. And I am sure that those who have had the privilege of working with you are grateful for all that you have done for them. And it is again my great pleasure to congratulate you on the impact that you have made to the Jewish community. I am sure you will continue to be an active leader in the community and wish you all the best as you embark on your next chapter in life. Sincerely, Senator Gary C. Peters. So thank you very much for having me. Excited to work with Eileen and the field leader.
So on behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to thank David for all that he has done for our community, and I am pleased to present him with a token of our appreciation.
Well, thank you so much.
So, yes. So David, with all of the impact that you've had on your community, it's not surprising that many members of the community have reached out to me because they wanted to participate in this program to thank you. So the first person I'm going to call up is Marty Schickman.